Welcome to Clipping In. Sunday the 12th of March, and after a few days of snow and ice disruption in West Yorkshire, a thaw's underway. It's about 5 degrees I think at the moment. You can see the fields are still holding snow at this height, which is only 500 or 600 feet, and there are still some cheeky little bankings of dirty snow in the edges of the road, so got to be a little bit careful. And for that reason, I don't think the high roads at 1,000 feet or so, they were blocked. Even yesterday morning, the highways department were saying that. So I'm not quite sure what condition they're going to be in. So I'm keeping clear. This is going to be a fairly short video for a fairly short local ride. Local for me means the Clifton, Hartshead, Robertstown area. Nothing spectacular, not compared to the last upload in the Dales, but still very nice. Yeah, the weather of the last few days just wasn't really suited to safe road cycling, both in terms of conditions under wheel and also the visibility. Still, I did a couple of good quality turbo sessions on Thursday and Saturday. More definitely training rather than anything scenic, and I'm not going to film those sessions. Not a pretty sight. And then, oh yes, then there's the snow shoveling. I've got another excuse in while I'm at it. I was snow shoveling for the last couple of days for myself and my neighbour. Oh, and that's giving my lower back a workout. Still, that should pay off on the core stability on the long rides to come. You can see some higher lying ground there in the distance. It's patchy, it's definitely melting, and there's mist around in that direction, pointing over towards Brighouse and Huddersfield. Looks to be misty above maybe 1,000 feet. Beginning the climb now up to Hightown. Quite a pull, this one. Definitely a two hands on the bars type of climb. Should get a good view of the twin masts there at Embley Moor. Still a little bit more snow up there. I think that's a 300 or 400 feet higher than where I am at the moment. I'm heading up towards Hartshead Church. You can see the square tower, which was the parish church of Patrick Bronte before he moved out to Thornton and Haworth. So I'll have a little over 30 miles in when I get back. A nice, steady, recovery kind of ride on a very nice, quiet Sunday morning, really. I'm quite lucky to have this kind of circuit a mile from my house. Very lucky. And at times, if I sort of think, oh, does it compare to the Dales or the High Pennines, the lakes, I just remind myself that 3-4 years ago I couldn't ride any distance without an awful lot of pain afterwards. So coming from that kind of a background, rides like this are, well, maybe not a Christmas present, but certainly a decent stocking filler. So what I'll do, as usual, I'll round off this edition of Clipping In by saying goodbye from me, and now for you to saying from the Jersey.